Hey guys, LevelCap here. Today we're going to be talking about the new 3-time sight for the M1911, which is a player appreciation addition to the game. We're also going to be talking about premium features, and if you hang around till the end of the video, you're going to see the most ridiculous pistol kill streak I think I've ever gotten and probably ever will get. Now first off, to get this 3-time sight, you basically just need to unlock the M1911. Initially it was set up so that if you played on March 5th, you would unlock this sight, but I think it's now unlocked for everybody. So all you got to do is unlock enough pistols until you get the 1911, and then you should have this 3-time sight unlocked by default. I'm using it here with a flashlight to blind people in close quarters. Later on, I'm going to put a laser sight on here so that I can hip fire the weapon, and then when I need to hit people at long range, aiming down sights will give me the nice 3-time sight here. It's a little bit too overpowered for close quarter combat, but it's pretty fun nonetheless, and it looks really cool. Now check out the slide action on the pistol. The 1911 still slides back, but the scope stays in one place, and you'll notice that the actual rail system is mounted on the lower rail of the 1911, and it kind of creates a housing around the top slide there. Just a really cool looking mechanism. It turns an old-fashioned gun like the 1911, which was designed in 1911, and gives it a very modern, futuristic look. This scope was previously only available to DICE developers, much like the suppressors in Battlefield 3 for shotguns and a few other cool things. They had a suppressor and laser sight on the 44 Magnum only for developers. And this is just sort of a way of making it available to the players to show that DICE appreciates the fact that we're sticking with them through some of these hard launch times. You know, we've gone through quite a few bugs and netcode issues, and DICE is working hard to fix them and get this game into a more playable, more enjoyable state. And in the meantime, to show us that they care, you know, we get this cool sight. And although this sight isn't necessarily going to give you a huge tactical advantage over anybody, it is still very cool aesthetically, and I appreciate the sentiment from DICE. Here we're cutting over to my crazy pistol kill streak. I think I get about 23 pistol kills in this streak here, and I am playing on a pistols only server, so obviously I'm not going up against assault rifles and shotguns and that sort of thing. So a 23 kill streak isn't insane, I guess, but it's just kind of cool because I go through so many different pistols in this kill streak. I only get like a few kills with the 1911, then run out of ammo. Got to pick up another gun, run out of ammo with that, and I keep switching pistols, and I guess that's why I found it so entertaining. But really just enjoying the variety of pistols in this game. I think there's a little bit of balancing that needs to go on. 1911 isn't necessarily my favorite gun in the game right now, and I loved it in Battlefield 3. But that's a balancing video, and we can talk about that stuff at some other time. But one subject I did want to get into a little bit was premium, and I keep getting asked this question about premium. Is it worth it? And I think a lot of players are kind of skeptical right now just because Battlefield 4 has only been out for a little while, and we've gone through a pretty rocky launch. You know, DICE has already made apologies for the rocky launch, and they're working very hard to get it fixed. They've even stop progression on some of their DLC content so that they can focus more on getting the game into a better running state. And this is something that, you know, it takes balls for them to make a press announcement about that, because their stock prices dropped and all that sort of stuff. So I mean, I really do appreciate EA and DICE deciding to divert their efforts to work on the core game and get things up and running, and that to me puts a little bit more weight behind making more investments in a game like this. So if you're planning on playing Battlefield 4 for the long run, and I personally am, I have full faith that DICE is going to get this game up and running flawlessly, you know, get rid of those crashes, get rid of the laggy netcode issues, then it totally makes sense for me to invest more in this game. And if you are planning on playing it for the long term, then without question, premium makes tons of sense. Financially, it's easy math right there. You start saving money right away. But one of the cool things that I like about premium is all the little events. You know, right now we're getting a double XP weekend, and cranking through ranks is very, very easy to do when you have a double XP event going on in Battlefield 4, because you can stack your XP multipliers with the double XP event, and you can be getting like triple XP and just burning through those ranks like crazy. Now, if you haven't hit rank 50 yet, every single rank after 50 you get a gold battle pack, so it makes ranking up even more rewarding. And the thing I love about gold battle packs is that you can get stuff like a tack light, which is personally one of my favorite accessories that you can unlock in a battle pack. And it'll be a tack light for a gun that you haven't really used much, or maybe you haven't used it all, and it sort of inspires you to unlock that gun and use that gun and try it out, and you might find out that you really like it. I think battle packs have actually been a really nice way of introducing me to weapons that I might have not normally tried for a while. You know, it might have taken me a while to get into them, but I'm like, oh man, tack light's such a cool accessory, let me try it out on this gun, and then I end up loving the gun. So that's just been kind of a fun way to get into different areas of the game that I might have held off on. Now I'm about halfway through this pistol kill streak here. I've managed to end up with a P226, which is actually one of my favorite pistols in the game. I used to really like the slow firing, heavy hitting pistols in Battlefield 3, and I've shifted much towards the basic pistols for Battlefield 4 and the 93R. I really like that burst fire pistol, and the P226 is honestly one of my favorite pistols in the game right now, and a lot of people have them upgraded with laser sights and red dot sights and that sort of thing to make them even easier and more effective. And I gotta say, although the red dot sights seem to kill the aesthetic look of a pistol, unless you're sort of into that futuristic looking thing, they do make them a lot easier to shoot with. You can even aim for the head much more frequently with these pistols. And this area of Battlefield 4, modding your pistols, is something that I've really grown to like a lot about the game. It's not like the craziest innovation ever, but having just a base pistol for you to start working on and adding lasers to, different sights, tack lights, compensators, heavy barrels, although heavy barrel to me doesn't make a lot of sense. I mean, maybe there is a heavy barrel modification in real life, but either way, just the ability to take a platform that you like already and then start modding it to get it just the way you want. Like this guy's got a camoed M9 here with the ghost ring sights, and it just looks really cool. You can pull it out and kind of customize it to your own liking, but I've just found that it's a lot of fun to mess around with your sidearms and get something that's sort of special to you, and then when you pick up somebody else's kit, you might get something totally crazy like a Magnum with a tri-laser sight and a 3-time scope or something, and it just sort of blows your mind like how crazy and alien they look. And sure, it might take a little bit away from perhaps the tactical element to this game, but at the same time, it's nice to have a little bit of flair in a game that is otherwise I would say fairly serious in terms of its visuals. Definitely not fairly serious in terms of gameplay, considering all the crazy piloting and stunts that we have out there. Now I'm coming to the end of my pistol kill streak here, and a lot of people have been complaining that pistols are very hard to get unlocks for, and that is true if you're just playing in normal servers and getting your occasional sidearm kill. But if you join a pistols only server, you can get tons and tons of pistol kills and start unlocking your guns very quickly. As you'll see from the scoreboard here, I managed to get quite a few pistol kills in just one game. So I hope you guys enjoyed this video. Check out the 3-time sight on the M1911. If not for its performance, just for the looks, it just looks so freaking cool. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I'll see you next time. This is LevelCap signing off.